The mental health programme at Cambridge United emphasises that our mental health is just as important as our physical health. When we begin the programme, there is a common misconception with young people that only some people have mental health. At the beginning of the first lesson, we straight away make sure all the young people know that everybody has mental health and the clear difference between mental health and mental illness.
I think it's been a really great way in. The kids know a little bit about it, but they don't know very much. And I think they're much more confident if not just knowing more about it, but also being more willing to talk about it.
You don't really think that footballers would come to talk to you about mental health, but they experience it too, like everyone does.
It's been really useful to me because then it helped me understand mental health and mental illness, and that it's sometimes confused and how important it is. Celebrities, footballers, everyone has mental health, and loads of people go through the same thing.
When I first learnt about it, I thought it was a bad thing, and maybe it could be more of a struggle that only certain individuals have. But now, from the Cambridge United sessions, I've learnt that everyone has it and everyone can deal with it in different ways.
Another technique that is used to reduce stress, okay? So people use this technique across the world, maybe not with a raisin, but this is one example that we could use for ourselves.
I don't think there's any feeling quite like giving to not only to your local community but through your football club is even better. So I'm honoured to be a part of the programme and to inspire and hopefully help other people.
When we were designing the programme, we worked with Centre 33, a leading young people's mental health charity, to make sure we got all the right messages in there for young people to understand their own mental health.
Throughout the programme, we emphasise the importance of mental health in relation to our physical health as well, showing that our mental health is just as important as our physical health and how the two are linked together.
The past 12 months haven't been particularly easy for me. I reached a real low in my life and had to, rebuild my life from that, and that's revolved around sharing my own story, trying to impact at least somebody, trying to pull them back from that dark place that unfortunately I found myself in. Being in the sporting environment, you're often, there's a lot of stress, there's a lot of pressure, but if we as footballers are able to talk about how we're feeling, then hopefully that will push on into other people, and especially young people, to open up and talk about how they're feeling.
As the weeks have gone on, we've seen the young people become more comfortable to talk about their mental health. The videos with the Cambridge United players have helped that process.
I would definitely recommend the Cambridge United mental health programme to other schools. I think it's worked really well here. I've seen it in several different schools across the Fed of all of our different schools. I think it's been really useful. It's made the issue much more approachable, and yeah, I would recommend it to any other secondary school.
Footballers coming in to tell us about mental health is actually quite profound, because they are people that people look up to and they are some people's idols. So them telling us that they are actually normal people as well, and they sometimes can struggle with mental health, is good to listen to and good for our own understanding.
As a football club, we want to help our community as much as possible. And one of the ways that we believe we can truly do that is by destigmatising mental health through the power of sport.